Hello, everybody. So we got the new episode of Tell Me Lies podcast. I don't know exactly what they're gonna talk about. So after basically this last episode, I'm pretty sure that we have something interesting to be revealed. So let's start just watching and then we will see actually what it's about. But first of all, I'm gonna tell you something important. I have just dropped a new video, and if you can really just support it, it would be really nice and it would mean a lot to me, since basically you know guys that we are currently making this new type of content this year. It's more like self growth, personality, relationships as well, but we're not just talking about characters, we're not just talking about specific TV shows. We are making it really just as if we just living this experience. So basically there is a few episodes left, of course, of Tell Me Lies. I don't know exactly how many, but still. You can still cast your vote. You see, basically, currently I made this like for two versions of Alex. Let's say I want to see what you like more. I want to see which side you prefer, and this means basically if you want to see more of a specific side of character. Let's say you want to see more that toxic side of Alex in my final video, or you want to see more of that light kind that Alex basically he was in last episode 5 or something like this. So depending on what you choose, I'm gonna make only in that specific vibe only. No opposite. If it's light that Lucy doesn't like, it's gonna be like this. If it's gonna be dark, something that Lucy prefers, we're gonna make only like that. Only that vibe that she currently basically looking for. So this way we can basically make video more clear and more specific about what we are trying to understand in this character. Because dividing his basically character into different sides is the right decision, I think, because this is the only way you can understand why he can be like this. For example, why he can be that Alex that Lucy likes, and why he wanna be the opposite of that Alex, and why basically this is the something Lucy doesn't want actually, and this is why probably they are not gonna be together. Maybe this is what I think. But we have actors just right there. Not me having them, but this podcast already released today. So let's just put music outside and start watching this. Maybe without subtitles.
Welcome back to Hulu's Tell Me Lies official podcast. I'm your host, Stassi Schroeder. Each week, I'll be breaking down episodes. You know, I've said this a million times, okay? Sharing behind-the-scenes stories, playing games, and sipping tea with the cast and crew of Season 3 of Tell Me Lies, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. And this week, we have Grace Van Patten again and Costa D'Angelo, who plays Alex. So we'll talk about everything happening between Lucy and Alex, and where they're at in episode 6. And later, lead singer of Churches and fellow Tell Me Lies fan, Lauren Mayberry, is here to fan out with me.
Again, they bring in some fans. I don't know exactly who this fan is, but
first,
we probably gonna skip that part.
Here's a recap of this week's episode. Steven anonymously sent those freshman year photos of Diana to her parents, but she totally knows it was him. Worst case scenario. There's a goth Valentine's Day party, and Chris confronts Pippa about their more than slightly awkward.
Okay, we know that.
Even though Bree invited Alex to be Lucy's date, it only makes Lucy more nervous. The squad spills what they really think of one another in a painful game of paranoia. I thought games were supposed to...
Wait, what? Oh my god, I just realized something. Did I just miss like the freaking whole episode? Because they showing something I have never seen before. Guys, is this the last episode? Like, or if it's like future episode, it's not like released yet or something. No, they wouldn't just talk about it if it wasn't released, right? So let me check it. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cringe. It's out like hour ago and I have not seen this yet. I have not watched it yet. So okay, never mind. We are gonna watch it and we are gonna watch it anyways because I want to make this content regardless of last episode, because they are gonna talk in general about their characters and everything, so it's not that really important to see episode, but to listen to them. This is what's important.
To be fun, but it sparks a tense moment between Bree and Wrigley and Evan both remind her that she's actually dating him.
Why am I the one that you're talking to about all of this?
Lucy gets Alex to stop being too nice to her by taking him to Max's bar and putting on a show. Bree, meanwhile, goes looking for Oliver, but finds Marianne and tells her that Amanda's...
Okay, I'm skipping probably all this part because I'm not gonna get any
waiting.
You've just been like...
spoilers.
Since episode 4.
You haven't... No.
I've just been...
Welcome back.
I'm still here. I haven't
Grace,
left since episode 4.
You haven't... No.
I've just been on this...
You've just been here. Have you just been like...
Just got here.
Called up like this?
Yeah,
So
just waiting.
I also
good.
didn't know you were Australian.
Yeah, I'm an Aussie. I'm Australian.
Look,
It's
you're
cool.
just such like a lovable like Australian
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know, right? Yeah, we're pretty good. We do
Okay,
all right.
well then let's play some icebreakers, okay? In this episode, in episode 6, you guys play the
Yeah.
paranoia game.
Right.
Which, like, what a fucking dumb idea.
Well, I'm not there. I'm selling
Yeah, you're
drugs.
not there.
I'm going.
That's true,
I'm,
you were
I'm
selling
working.
drugs.
I'm working. I
Yeah.
don't know what they're up to.
Yeah.
That's true. You didn't miss out. You dodged a bullet.
Good.
So guys, they are talking about episode 6, so I'm not gonna skip anything what they're talking about. It's just, anyway, I wouldn't really understand a lot till I watched the episode, okay?
No,
say.
Steven's new girlfriend Tegan comes in and she's like paranoia, and I was waiting for someone to just
be
stand
like,
up and be like,
"Shut up."
this is a really dumb idea. Get the fuck out of here.
I know. This group doesn't get it, though.
Never
No.
learn.
They kind of want it. It's like,
Masochists.
yes, they're
All of you.
masochists. Yep.
So this is a knockoff version of paranoia.
Oh,
okay.
no.
So who in the Tell Me Lies cast, so like all of you guys, is most likely to ad lib a line?
Ooh, it's gotta be Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it was-
Jackson.
Does he do it a lot?
Probably Jackson.
Well, the few moments I had with him, he was ad-libbing and it made me nervous. And I said, well, I said, stop. Stop doing that. No, he's great.
yeah, I would say Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to like really know your character.
And for Alex and Stephen, I feel like that works because they're kind of in those moments jabbing at each other
The
that we
tension.
see. So it was kind of just poking a little bit, which was great.
So guys, I have not seen this yet, and I already see that they have met Alex and Steven. I have no idea what the reaction is, like how Steven reacted to this. I'm gonna watch this episode later because it's just been released, you know.
And I think it's makes
No,
it
I love
sick.
that. See, you're explaining this to a non-actor.
Yeah.
I don't know how movie sets, TV sets, I don't know how that works. So like if I were to go on stage, is it called stage?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you
be.
like. You could call it
Okay.
whatever you
Act
like.
anywhere.
I wouldn't know that if I was allowed to. And then if I got away with ad-libbing once, I'd do it the whole freaking
Wait,
time.
this is opening up. I have so many questions to ask you about Vanderpump Rules. I'll save it for the end.
We'll
I
save
can't
fo-
ask you on here. Okay,
You
I'll
can
save.
ask. Is there one in particular?
Well, I just like, do you have to do things again if they like it and they're like, do you have to go confront people?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you know what to do.
But you'll never know which scenes.
What it is.
I'll never give away which ones
Okay.
have been
There you
redone
go.
because I like to keep the magic of TV alive.
Okay, well then you're an actual genius then.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
big compliment.
So they're talking a lot of general stuff, like, you know, not anything related to episode yet.
Most likely to break character and laugh in a scene.
That happens to me.
Does
For
it?
sure.
Oh, we had a few.
We had a
Yeah, we
few.
had a few moments. Do
Yeah.
you remember on the bed and those two little
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
mics? And then I opened the door on you, and then there's been moments where
There's been some
there was one
funny-
in particular scene. I had to open the door for Grace, but she didn't even knock yet. I was just so ready to open the door. I opened it, and it was hilarious.
Oh my god, he has such accent, like, you know, the one that in the TV show you cannot really notice, you know. He's like perfectly hiding it or something. He sounds like a little British.
I was
And
like,
then
I
every
did
time
knock.
I-
How did you know I was here?
And every time I opened the door for every take, I couldn't look at her. I had to like look
I
through her.
know.
Oh,
I
Wait,
know.
now I need to know which scene that is so that when we're all watching it, we're like, oh, it's that one. They were
You'd
laughing.
see like a little half
Yeah,
smile,
there's always just a
smirk,
little
like-
smirk there. There's a few dramatic door openings on my
I
behalf
feel like
throughout the
I've
season.
knocked
So
on his, I knocked
Yeah.
on his door.
Every
Actually, this
episode.
whole season, all
Bro, this is so different. Like the way he sounds in the TV show and the way he sounds on this podcast in real life, maybe it's like completely different. I cannot even sometimes recognize him. This is the same actor, but he speaks completely differently.
you do is knock on his door.
And I'm like, oh my god, come in, I guess.
So true. I'm really
Who's most
knocking.
likely to prank the cast?
Oh.
Do you guys do that?
I'm kind of known for all my little gadgets and I
little
didn't
prankster.
get you, but I have
prankster.
electric everything. I have like shock pens, shock lighters, shock.
Do you find that on Facebook Marketplace?
What are you doing?
Call back, watch episode 4, come in the podcast to see. But this season it was so dark. I feel like
I
everyone
think
was
everyone
like,
was just, yeah, this is so sad.
Wait,
everyone was so sad.
that's a question I want to know. Like because the story is so a lot of it is so dark this season.
Yeah.
Does that change the vibes on set when it's like that?
I can.
It depends on the day and
Yeah.
what coverage you're about to do, and I feel like we keep it pretty fun. I feel
I
like
think we do.
and
It's
we-
such a good group.
yeah,
like-
and everyone's pretty chill, and you know, it's just, you know, if there's a moment before a scene and certain actors you need to lock in and go through your process, and that's up to you. But you know, throughout the most of the day, there's keep it
Yeah,
light.
I think we needed a little more related about the
So they're
characters.
depressed.
Yeah,
There's too much
we
going
try.
on.
Harder to get into angry at you right now.
Okay.
Um,
well then, because you know what, I'm not even gonna fucking ask this last one then because you're already on the subject of
Guys, why I'm watching this, because I'm gonna find out if I took it wrong something in my last video that I dropped today.
What is it like having a new person come in? Like, did you haze him? Were you scared?
Oh, did you
That's a
hate me?
good question. Did I hate
Like-
him? Well, no, I love a newcomer, fresh blood. No, it's always exciting, and I thought like the role of Alex was such a good part, and I was we did a chemistry read. He was so great. I was so excited to see what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I really, it's a fucked up relationship, but I was like, it's really good, and it's has a lot to say. So I was super excited.
Did everybody else feel the same way? Because you guys are such a tight knit group. Are they like, you
no,
can't?
we're not
you-
exclusive.
You're not.
It's not exclusive.
That's great.
You know, this is his first time on this podcast, and I just realized that basically before him, Lucy, she was like every single time. But this is his first time, actually, to listen to him.
What was your
I've got
feeling?
some
Did you
tea.
feel
No, I'm
welcome
joking.
when you came in?
Yeah, of course. I was obviously nervous coming in. It was, this is my first kind of moment on the.
Bro, this
stage
tea
of
is so
my
fucking
guys.
terrible.
I think something that broke the ice really nicely is I came over here and it was my birthday and they got me a cake. We went to dinner and that was nice.
yeah.
That was
Oh, that is nice. Where'd you go?
where'd we go? Some sushi
we went.
place.
It was in Toronto
Oh.
where we shot it.
Okay.
So, and that was
So-
just a kind of nice moment. We all had, caught up and got to speak to everyone and sit down, and everyone's so welcoming.
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's
That's not that long, Grace.
I would really appreciate something like him breaking down his own character or something, because me breaking down his character in like my head, and when I just try to record it, it's like a little mess. I'm trying like not exaggerate things, but I can be just really oblivious about what's going on with this character. So hearing from himself what he thinks about his character, this is what I want. I want to hear from himself. I want to hear his opinion. Bro, why the fucking number didn't change after somebody voted? Is something wrong? Save. The stream up update checker for streamer bot is not installed. You can download it from the no. What?
yeah, but
The
no,
way
no.
that you guys are talking about it, I'm literally like, oh, they shot this 2 years ago.
The good old days.
I know,
back
but
in
like
the day.
you're shooting out of order. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily know.
And there's
like,
so much happening this season.
and it's
like,
so condensed within like we shot for over like 4 months. Was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
And like you're kind of going all over the place, and then you have to think about something so hard for 4 months, and then it just kind of.
And this
Yeah.
stuff is
Day of
so
wrap,
dark,
like,
you want to
escapes
get it
you.
out of your head as soon as possible. It's like
That's
as soon as
true.
it's over,
That's
it's like,
true,
you know,
too.
go listen to some music
wanna
and have a
say
shower.
goodbye.
And like,
Yeah, no, I have a lot of dark questions.
yeah.
Well, just like
Shoot.
to me, I think this one's one's easy. Like, what did you think of Alex when you first read the script? I could ask both of you
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. The vote happened. I see the vote happened, but I have no idea why it's so delayed. Why it's so delayed, bro? The person who watches right now, cast a vote if it's not really difficult. In the poll, you can see 2 options. Cast any vote, even if you don't really care. Just anything. I want to check something really quick. I know you're watching right now. Just click on option 1 or option 2. Alex with Lucy, Alex with no Lucy, light, like dark Alex, and light Alex. Click on any of those. I need that for reassurance. Just click on anything. All right. While you're deciding, or maybe you don't really understand what I'm talking about, we keep watching.
Well, it's super interesting because my first time ever reading anything of any scripts was my audition, and that was like, this character was not me on paper. It was, he looks like he could kill you, and he's like, this really intimidating guy, and you try and do that, but
Yeah, this is exactly first time when I saw him, bro. I thought I thought he was really some creep,
it was so kind of far from me. And then I just said I had to bring my own kind of flavor to him. I'm gonna just be myself. But I think Megan, our showrunner, who's just incredible, saw that and kind of said he's brought his own thing, and let's see where we can go from there. So reading it, I thought he was just kind of really rude and an asshole at first, and he was like the worst guy ever, and he was just obsessed with Lucy. But as the season goes on and you read, he's like a really tragic character, and he's really heartbroken, and he finds something in Lucy that really heals a part of himself from when he was a kid.
Grace, what do you think then? Because you've had a history of like shitty boyfriends. Not you.
No, Lucy.
Not you. Lucy.
I mean,
why do you think then you were drawn to Alex? Because at first,
I can already tell you what she's gonna tell. Let's check if it's gonna be like this. She's gonna tell that basically her character is traumatized. She had that experience with her parents. One cheated on another. While her mother was ill, her father cheated on her mother. And if she's not gonna mention that, she's gonna mention something like she is looking for something that basically making you feel like pathetic, all that. She asks for that. She asks Alex to call her that. So she's gonna mention that, but she's gonna put that in more concrete words why she's doing that. So I'm gonna finally find out why she's doing that.
he seems just like a shitty, scary drug dealing dude.
which is Lucy's type. Yeah,
Scary. Is that just like what you were just like, let me just go do what I know?
He's alright, yeah.
No, I think it's a completely different relationship than what we've seen with Lucy before. I think Lucy, the first 2 seasons, is so desperate to be like loved by somebody and taken care of, and like desperation to connect, and like Lucy and Alex were kind of like dealing with their own trauma separately but together.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of a vessel for them. It was like this relationship, whatever it was like a way for them to both work things out for themselves, and they felt safe enough to do it with each other.
Yeah.
And
Bro, I just realized how good this podcast would have been if I just put something different in my cup, because this tea is fucking terrible. It's like, ugh.
it's so it's so
Until
sad.
it doesn't, and like they take it too far.
They take it too far.
And
Yep.
yeah, like you can't get away. You can only bandage something like that for so long until
And nothing like that is sustainable.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, and I feel like by that you mean the crazy sex scenes.
Yeah.
Like when you were reading the script, were you like, we have to do what?
Yeah, I guess the genius of Megan though is that especially for Alex and Lucy, it's every sex scene like that. It's always a.
Can we listen to this part, bro? I'm not sure. Should we skip it? Or not? What do you think? Can we listen to that part, bro? Can we play it? I'm not sure. Let me just listen to that myself, and then I tell you. So what I'm gonna do, just wait a little bit. I'm gonna check that part. Maybe they talking about something I'm not gonna play on my channel, at least. I know it sounds weird, like why would I care if they already published that? It's probably okay. But nevertheless, they can be talking about something in their context. It could be appropriate, but YouTube sometimes can confuse something like podcast discussing things like for educational purpose or something, and sometimes you can be doing that just because you are doing that. So there is specific classification. The reason you bringing up that subject, let's say intimacy, right? If you're gonna discuss that just with your friends and just make jokes about it, it's okay until somebody like bringing up details, like explicit, something really inappropriate. But I found out that basically any educational, of course, any like professional take when you're trying to break down something, even though it's in any other situation it would have been inappropriate, but okay, let's just bring back the podcast.
It's like, I don't think Lucy has ever been met with vulnerability. So to like feel that, it like gave her permission.
This is like general stuff. Again, they talking like
To do the same.
Yeah.
And I think she also reached a point where she couldn't put up that facade anymore. And she had been emotional with him before, and like, or at least just honest.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think she finally just,
I feel like
there was this release.
Yeah.
so. This is what I wanted to hear again.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think she finally just,
I feel like
was just honest, emotional with him more, and so reached a point where she couldn't put up that facade anymore. And she had been emotional with him before, and like, or at least just honest.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think she finally just,
I feel like
there was this release.
Yeah, Alex and Lucy, I feel like they're the only two characters like that don't lie to each other for at least for a while. Like,
This is I've mentioned maybe because the way that I found them at the beginning compatible, and I even made video immediately, like next day probably. And after this episode 5, I have not seen episode 6. I have no idea what it is about. Like they are discussing it, but after episode 5, my take completely changed. You can see my new opinion in this video I dropped today. You can hear me talking about completely different, completely different tone about Alex. Now I see him differently. And from my last video, there is something changed about Alex and Lucy. For me, at least, I can see right now why they doing that. Before that, I can only tell from my like admiration of this couple. I would like, oh, they're so like beautiful, that, but I wouldn't really understand the reason why they're doing that, and now I understand even more after she said that.
There's Alex. They're just trauma bonded in a way, and
Yeah.
Alex doesn't recognize that until later on, and then when he does, it's too late. Like he's so
Yeah.
like intoxicated by Lucy, and then that's why it hurts so much, and that's why we see what happens in these episodes, in episode 6 and later on. But yeah, there's an honesty there,
Before you guys do those just in really intense scenes, like, do you have a
Why she called that intense, bro?
something
You could really use some other
to
words.
prepare that day?
I don't think you can prepare for
No,
things
it's
like
crazy.
that. It's such a crazy thing we have to do that it's like, I mean, it's just another day at work.
Yeah,
Is
and
really
especially
what it is. It sounds crazy to say that,
Yeah.
but like we have to do crazy things, say crazy things, and it's the same as, doing any other scene. It's a little more.
I think it's not even that crazy, I have seen a lot of TV shows and movies with way more crazy, intense, what she called that, scenes.
Exposing. But in terms of the way we think about it and approach it, it's just like any other scene.
Really? So like the day before, let's say the day before you have a really hard scene to film and someone's
Yeah.
like, it's my birthday, can you come? You're like, no.
probably not.
What?
Have you ever used this as an excuse? No, sorry, I have a really emotionally charged scene tomorrow.
Oh, it's a good excuse. I think I will. That's
I
good.
actually find that when I'm tired, it's easier for me to be emotional.
Yeah.
It's like babies.
Kinda
It's
like when I'm
it's
drunk.
like being cranky. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like when you're more
Okay, they like swapping their character and their own life experience. They keep talking like about themselves and a little bit about characters, but I'm only here for characters. I don't really care their like personal lives or something like this.
raw. It's like your emotions are.
It's also good, take your mind off it the night before, because there's moments like that. I
Yeah.
saw all my scenes with you like that.
Yeah.
So you're going to be thinking about that all night, at least I was. So it's like good to kind of get away from it, take your mind off things, and then you worry on the day, you've done the work, you never feel...
Well, then what do you do to like decompress? I would imagine when you're like doing that, you can,
Gunner, future.
does
Just
it stick with you? Do you listen to depressing music?
Alex playlist and I'll put it to Alex. So I listen to that future. So it's very different to
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah.
Are you still stressed?
But like I always think I'm really good at it. I always have it, and then really shed. On fact, it's just.
Yeah.
But it's still.
And it's
You know.
you've been with it back like for years.
Your character about Alex. What is your favorite thing about your character about Alex?
I feel like he doesn't lie and he's honest. And he has a rule.
Is his name Casa? She called him Casa?
He plays like in his life, he kind of does things to protect himself, and he's got these rules that he doesn't break until he meets Lucy, obviously. But he's an honest man. I don't think he lies about anything, and from where he came from, he hasn't got room to lie and lead people on. He's got to be upfront, and even he meets Pippa and Wrigley, and he's like, they're not real names. Like, who names their child? Like, what is this? Like, he
Yeah.
just says things how it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a quality I'd like.
This is really weird, bro. He's like completely different person right now. I'm like watching somebody like Tom Holland, Spider-Man actor, Tom Holland from UK. This is exactly the same like vibes I'm getting from this dude. The actor that plays Alex so much resembles me, Tom Holland that plays Spider-Man in MCU, They even speak like similarly, the accent.
I had a bit more of, I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
but
What's your favorite thing about Lucy?
I appreciate
Okay.
like who she wants to be, and who she attempts to be, like a great friend, whatever that is, but just doesn't know how yet.
I'm really surprised that she is talking about her character this way.
at least she has that. She's not like messing up all these relationships and moving on to next ones to.
Yes, she is, bro. Why? Why she's not? She's completely doing that. She was doing that from very beginning.
She's like sticking with these friendships because I think deep down she knows those are the most valuable ones.
Now I feel like she's lying or I'm stupid, bro.
So I would say that. I think but I can't say she's loyal. I can't say she's like all these words.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, she's done that. But
she's also so young and
Yeah,
like a
she's so
child.
young.
Like we're all young in this.
So first thing she said basically that she's sticking to them, right? She's like not switching to another immediately, but she did that multiple times. Episode 1, season 1, 2, 3. Max, Leo, Alex. Is that not enough? Maybe not immediately, but she didn't stick to neither of them. Even right now, Alex, he is already like done, I guess, with Lucy.
It's our first time through life and in college,
Yeah,
especially.
you don't know who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
There was one scene that you guys did. It made me feel so bad for Max, okay? It was
poor
after
Max.
the like
I've just mentioned him, bro.
Valentine's, the Gothic Valentine's, and you want another drink, and Grace wants to just go home with you, and then you guys, she's just like shit-faced already.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, fine, we'll go get another drink. And you go into Max's bar, and you're just
Make a
hitting on
fool out
him,
of
and you
myself.
stand
Yeah.
and are just waiting.
Wait, I have not seen that yet, so I'm gonna get the spoiler.
And protecting, how was that
Yeah.
whole scene?
Well, even leading up to it, I know Alex says let's go grab another drink and let's do that, but he's really just trying to get her out of the party. He doesn't want to drink necessarily. He just kind of wants to get her away from everything, and
Yeah.
you know, it's he's kind of probably brought her to the worst spot,
So did they really like sabotage Max, or did they just grab the drink and just left? You know, bro. I'm like gonna watch it today, maybe, and I don't want to like get to know everything before even I'm watching, but I want to know maybe they are just
but you know, it's sad, and it's like
they're not trying to like sabotage him, because that would have been terrible. He is a nice person, I guess,
got to that
Max.
point now with things we can't control it anymore. Our feelings and all these things are happening, and it's just other people are getting involved, and it's just getting a bit messy. And then Max has to kind of take the brunt of it as well, and it's you know it's hard to watch as Alex. We're like, where does that bring Alex? It you know, for me internally, it's like he's seeing those things, and it brings him back to the people he used to know growing up with, and how they were acting on, you know, drugs and drinking, and you know, now he's got to feel that for Lucy, and he wants to help her, but he can't, you know.
And Lucy won't allow him to. Like that's like the peak of Alex really trying to maybe talk about what happened, because at this point
I'm surprised that they still together. That they are at this point after last episode 5, they are still together. This is what I'm surprised.
Alex thinks that Lucy did get sexually assaulted,
Yeah.
right? So Lucy's trying to not talk about it because it's not true. And Alex is trying to comfort Lucy, and Lucy does not want anything to do with that out of shame and out of just that's not what their dynamic is. That's not what she wants out of this. And I think that scene really shows the desperation of like, how does Lucy get back to this dynamic that they've established, which is not sweet, it's not caring, it's like, I want you to make me feel bad about myself because that's how I feel. And that's just...
I'm glad she told that like directly without trying to like sugarcoat. You know, she telling the exactly something I couldn't really put this way, because when I recorded my video and I dropped it today, I never mentioned any of this because the only person who really understands that is the actress and the director, maybe the writer. But if I really spend more time maybe analyzing them, like deeply trying to, find something psychological, maybe I would have just made some type of really good breaking down video, but that wasn't really my focus.
It was kind of like the foreplay to what ends up happening later.
You were fucking rough on yourself, Lucy.
Yeah, it was like the last. He can't always protect her. He can't protect everyone, and it's
Yeah.
like, and then the walls. It breaks down, and that's what happens when we get back to the apartment, and the truth comes out, and like everything. It's just they turn into like those. Alex becomes a kid again, and he says like, I'm not this.
Yeah.
I'm not a bad person.
What? What am I looking at, bro? Who is this? It doesn't even look like Alex.
No, you're not.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch this before I even watched the actual episode, bro. I'm gonna skip this part.
Probably not since he was a child, with Bree, and Lucy's the only person to get that out of him, that he's not a bad person, and that's the biggest fear. That's like the last thing he ever wants to be the people that hurt him when he was growing up, and now he feels like he could become that, and he's afraid of it.
Yeah.
So he was like an orphan child, right? He was like growing up with what his name, bro? I forgot your name again.
Damn.
Deep stuff.
Yeah.
Very deep.
Yeah, really intense.
Like, poor Max. I know it's poor.
Bree, she was growing up with Max.
You guys
I
also.
know.
Max.
Max.
We love Max around
He's
here.
the winner.
He's not doing anything wrong.
No,
Do
he's
you know what I
Ever.
mean? He
No, he
always
was-
just does the right
Ever.
thing, and then he gets the short end of the stick, and then at the wedding you pull that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, poor Max. He lasted this long. He lasted 8 years. He made it to the wedding.
He put
Max
up
is a
with
better
that.
man than me.
You know?
He's a
Max there's nothing wrong with him.
No, he's great.
We need to get Max on the pod.
Yeah,
You
Max
do.
pod.
We need to get Max on.
Wait, what wedding they talking about,
Made
bro?
it to the wedding. You know what I mean? And I'm like, poor Max. And then, you know what I
Ever.
mean? He
No, he
always
was-
just does the right
Ever.
thing, and then he gets the short end of the stick, and then at the wedding you pull that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, poor Max. He lasted this long. He lasted 8 years. He made it to the wedding.
He put
Max
up
is a
with
better
that.
man than me.
You know?
He's a
Max there's nothing wrong with him.
No, he's great.
We need to get Max on the pod.
Are they talking about wedding of Evan and Bree? Like that wedding?
Yeah,
You
Max
do.
pod.
We need to get Max on the pod, you guys.
You do. Edmund is the best.
Edmund. I love Edmund.
is
Let's get him on.
so great. He's the best.
He's the man.
When you were playing that game of, not you, Lucy, it's so hard. It's
I
so
know.
hard to especially.
So guys, I see 2 votes for Alex, which is more gentle version of Alex, which is Lucy not liking, or maybe she already found the way to like that type of Alex. If you voted for that type of Alex really just without thinking or something like this, but if you didn't really vote, I need you to really understand the reason you voting. You helping me just to pick the exact type of Alex for my final video, like the vibe that you appreciate, more dark or more bright light. I don't know why I called it light and dark, but this is what I associate Alex with. He can be that and that. At some point he's completely going Steven, toxic. At some point he can be the opposite. So I'm gonna ask you, if you're choosing something, choose that right now because I'm gonna watch episode 6 today. I'm gonna pick all those vibes, all those videos, all those moments, and depending on which Alex you voted for, I'm gonna select all those moments, like dark vibe, like bright vibe, and the final video is gonna be like that. So we're gonna complete this with like final like conclusion on this character. I don't really care about any other character, to be honest, like at all.
Actually just asking you guys these fucking questions.
I'm
just like, I
sure.
just want to just
So
be like,
weird.
Lucy, Alex,
You
whatever.
can call me Lucy.
It's just like easy.
I'll be Lucy for this.
Oh yeah.
When y'all were playing the paranoia game, Evan said that not you, your character.
What is paranoia game, bro?
was the one.
Most likely to secretly hate themselves.
Do you think that was true, or do you think that he was just like picking on you?
I think he was probably, it was a little dagger.
Do you think that was true, or do you think that he was just like picking on you?
I think he was probably, it was a little dagger, but is he wrong? I don't. Out of all of those people, I think he hit a nerve for Lucy in that moment in time. I think Lucy in episode 6.
She's kind of, she's kind of the same character like Lucy, and the actress, they are like the same, but he is like completely different. If you know what I'm talking about, he's like speaking differently. He's like even emotionally like different, but she's like the same. I cannot tell you the difference between this actress when she is herself and Lucy when she's playing her. I cannot tell you really when she's Lucy and when she is actress.
For most of the
I don't know her name.
is not happy with herself.
Yeah.
And that's why she's craving to be just get that from someone else, get that from other people, because she doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
No, it's like a sad season.
Yeah, it's
It is
really
really
sad.
Lucy.
Alex is sad for Alex too. It's so sad. Yeah,
It's sad for everyone. It truly is sad for everyone.
I think really this means basically that for this dude who is playing Alex, for him transforming into those like different characters, like you can see how different he is, right now he's speaking, and in the TV show, I think for him to transform it takes way more work. Like I don't see really like Lucy's transformation. I mean, like her character has a lot of to show. It can be difficult, but I think his character is way more difficult to like pull off for a young actor like this.
It is, and it's like such a combination of all these past years, like the last 2 seasons into this, and it is heartbreaking, and that's life. It's just kind of, it doesn't shy away from that. Yeah, poor old Alex.
Okay, well,
deserves better.
I'll lighten the mood with like one more question that's not depressing.
Okay.
Do you guys play games on set? Because you're always playing games on the show, like paranoia, slap, whatever. Who slaps? Oh, I've slapped someone. That's embarrassing.
I've seen you slap someone, I'm
I
sure.
literally walked right into that. I was like, who slaps people?
You do.
Do you guys like play games on set?
Yeah, we love did you play Got It with us?
No,
What?
I wasn't
I
invited.
definitely taught you that.
Oh, you probably did.
It's where you, on the count of 3.
Let's play now.
You
Yeah,
say,
teach me.
okay.
Yeah.
So on the count of 3, usually.
So guys, I want to hear more about the characters again. I don't really care about the own lives of these actors.
Okay, so
Yeah.
nominator, Got It. and you want to guess the same one.
Lorax.
Flower. Flower. Let's go with that.
So I
See
have
this
to
through?
come up with a word for. Okay, 3. At the point. So you guys play this on set.
Yeah.
Play.
Big puzzle.
Oh yeah, I see what you're thinking. You're like, oh, you guys are old.
Well, no,
That's what you're thinking.
I mean, I personally don't like puzzles, but you do you. Guys.
It could be important, you know, like to listen to what they're doing while basically acting, working. But for me, basically, the most important part is just characters, not actress, not actor, like what they are doing. I know exactly like the process, how it works, but to hear from them about their characters they play, this is what we really need if you're trying to be a content creator. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you know what? I love a puzzle now. Like it actually. Yeah.
It's like you got
Yeah, fair enough.
That I ordered in 3. You play hop
tricks. And now I believe. He joins me to talk about the amazing music on Tell Me Lies.
Is this all, bro?
But first,
place a little.
Who is this, bro? So this is all, I guess. So we have like some clarification on characters I were not sure about, but now since we got this episode 6, we can make it like perfectly, like we can hit perfectly the core of that character, Alex. I almost did it last time, I guess. My latest video, you can see that it's more I guess it's more accurate to this character's nature. He can be like light and dark, he can be bright and that's more dark Alex. Lucy, she can basically ask him, of course, to be like that, but what he basically told during this podcast, what I figured he told about he is not going to let people hurt Lucy because he basically got hurt from people like this, from people like Steven maybe. He is an orphan, so he was basically growing in and he was growing with Bree together. They were like in that orphanage or something. Bree, I know she currently met her mother, like biological mother or something like this, or maybe not, or maybe adoptive mother, but it doesn't matter. I'm talking about why basically he trying to like protect Lucy right now. I just figured this from this podcast at least, and this is of course rooted into his character because of that orphanage probably. I know a lot of terrible people around there, a lot of toxic people, most of them probably. So we're gonna skip this fan. I don't know who this is. I don't really care, maybe. But maybe she is a good person. But we are gonna close this, I guess. So, regarding this podcast, I guess we figured a lot of, but nothing really like surprising. Everything I already like thought about, but I was trying to think through my own lens, my experience. I wasn't really trying to put it this way, the way that Alex put it, the actor, I mean. He told about his character perfectly and so accurate. And I guess I'm gonna use it in my last video. You can see that maybe in a few days. So I'm gonna watch today episode 6. I'm gonna use this data from vote. I can see 2 votes for Alex, which is more that kind type of Alex. Since you voted for that type of Alex, I'm gonna use this 2 votes. For me, it's enough. I guess 2 people voted. I can take it as they like that more. So if nobody actually voted for dark Alex that Lucy loved from the very beginning, but maybe she changed right now. Maybe she realized that after she watched my last video, maybe she realized she needed to appreciate this Alex. But of course, I'm kidding. She is just maybe adapting to new reality after Steven again. We know exactly how she's doing that. She is taking some time. She is recovering. And then she is returning to Steven. This is how it's going. It's like the circle. Maybe Alex is gonna be the person who is gonna put a stop to this, put something in Lucy's head that is gonna be like life changing for her. She's gonna be healed from her trauma, or maybe nobody gonna be healed from their traumas in this TV show, and they are gonna be making another season, like season 4, season 5. But I guess this is going nowhere right now. If they are gonna bring another season, it's gonna be so unnecessary. I think this season already lacking a lot of I don't already feel I'm gonna complete the whole season, all episodes. I'm already feel like I'm leaving. But if they're gonna make another season, of course a lot of people would really just appreciate it. I'm not just even trying to belittle this TV show. It's a good TV show, but I think everything has to end when it has to. Right now, this TV show, it has to end. And this season, it has to be the last one. It's not gonna be like Emily in Paris or Bridgerton or something you can put again and again and again. Because this TV show is losing its, I don't know. First of all, they are graduating, right? After graduation, what else you can show about them? I don't think they are gonna be interesting as grown adults, grown-ups, working somewhere, studying separately from each other, different places, So I don't think next season would make any sense if it's gonna be there. And I think this is perfectly completing the story of Lucy's character. Maybe Alex, he came so late to this. Maybe he could have been important figure in next season, but he cannot just replace that whole. If it's gonna be something we are gonna miss, we are gonna just miss something in next season. One character, he is not gonna be compensating that. Even good character like this, he is not gonna be enough to compensate that something we are gonna miss next season, if it's gonna be next season. So this is why I think this season is gonna be it has to be last season. Don't make another season, bro. I think it's just so unnecessary at this point. And because a lot of TV shows coming out, similar TV shows, maybe the focus is not here anymore. Somebody's still like die-hard fans of this TV show. They are gonna be watching no matter what, but I'm realizing that basically there is actually just the same events happening every season, but they are just shaped differently. Like Max, Leo, Alex, they do exactly the same, but they are just different characters. And I think they use the same formula every season. It's just Lucy splitting with Steven, breaking up with Steven, going with another guy. And then basically at some point she is returning to Steven because she realizing that there is no other person who can bring her that Steven brought. Nobody can give her, nobody can. I already told it. You can check my latest video. You can check that. I already told that. So there's nothing to tell anymore. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Goodbye.